Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock, trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
All right, hour of desperation ahead of this deadline. That's just the new video from Savannah Guthrie, the daughter of Nancy Guthrie. And she said there's still hope out there that Nancy Guthrie potentially could get returned. Lauren, I believe that's the first time you're seeing it. What were your big takeaways? What did you hear there?
Wow. So yes, that was my first time seeing it. And I jotted down some reactions. Number one, she's wearing makeup, it seems, for the first time in over a week. And, you know, perhaps that means she got a little bit of rest. I am speculating maybe she found something out that sort of caused her to just let her mind and body rest and give her a chance to take care of herself just a bit. But I also noticed that, you know, she said, we are entering another week of this. Nothing like I'm hoping this is the last day of this, because, you know, in pretty much an hour, the money is supposed to be posted. And not only that, in the ransom note, they said, at least to TMZ, that once the money was posted, they'd have Nancy back. I believe it was within the hour. So Savannah's kind of talking like that is not going to be an option at all. I don't know if you caught that as well, but now I'm kind of like, okay, it seems like the ransom note has nothing to do with Nancy's return. You know, she also said somehow and some way she's feeling these prayers. I feel that, you know, if someone is praying for you and you are asking for prayers here, that we would assume the person feels the prayers. I'm not going to say, you know, somehow, some way she's feeling them. You pray for this person because they will feel them. And I think it's grim. I do. I think it's grim, Andy. I'm sorry to say.
And obviously, this is the first time I'm seeing it as well. And you also note the fact that she is alone. Potentially, she's not alongside her siblings, Annie and Cameron, unlike the other two videos that we've seen from Savannah. And of course, that obviously notable, but this one may be potentially a little bit more off the cuff, speaking to anyone out there asking for tips in this way. And you mentioned the grim nature, and just by the fact that she realizes that this deadline is consequential. Does that really reiterate that fact that this 5 p.m. potentially ransom deadline is so very important?
I didn't get that from her. I don't know if you did. I didn't get that. I again would go back to the note saying if they post this money, which Savannah had said yesterday or the day before, excuse me, we will pay. Why did this video not say, hey, we're going to pay within the hour, so make sure you return our mom? That would seem to be the most obvious thing to say here, and that wasn't said. So now, you know, listen, talk to me in an hour. I might say something different, but as of right now, I am thinking that the ransom note has nothing to do with Nancy Guthrie.
And they are, law enforcement, trying to piece together all of this information to see if it works together. Savannah Guthrie there posting that on social media. Lauren, any other parting words, anything else? Because obviously you mentioned the ransom note, potentially not really tied. That would be interesting, as you kind of point out. Anything else you want to let our audience know before I let you go?
Well, I just want to say that someone has already been arrested in California for falsifying a ransom note. And I hope that if this is true, these people are prosecuted to the fullest, because this is straight up emotional torture. And that is not okay.
Yeah, very, very good point. Obviously, they're arrested there in Los Angeles, and they did it through some forensic digital evidence. And it's interesting how we haven't really had any leads on any of these other ransom notes, whether they're hoaxes or real. So no really kind of leads in that way. All right, Lauren, thank you so much. We're going to continue to watch the saga here on Live Now from Fox, but we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. All right, and as deadline approaches, that $6 million Bitcoin ransom demand still unpaid, with this deadline just hours away, and the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie. All right, we're going to continue to follow it closely here on Live Now from Fox, as you can see there this new video posted calling this a nightmare, looking distraught, looking uncertain about what's to come, saying there are prayers out there asking for any sort of help or assistance from individuals. And let's play that out one more time in case you missed it. The first video almost approaching this second deadline from Savannah Guthrie about her mother in hopes that she is returned home safely. Let's listen into this again.